Welcome back to Reverb Sessions, the space where illusions crack, clarity rises, and consciousness finally breathes. Tonight, we're entering a conversation that affects every human plugged into a screen. Media Mindmelt, news as narrative narcotic. This is not just about information. It's about manipulation, emotional engineering, and the silent addiction shaping human perception. Joining me tonight are two masters of mental sovereignty. The soul surgeon, Dr. 𝗡𝗿𝗿𝗁. The system decoder, 𝗠𝗏𝗻ist. Let's decode the distortion. Tom, let's start with you. You said the news works like a narcotic. What do you mean by that?
It's simple. News today is not information, it's stimulation. Headlines are engineered to trigger fear, outrage, urgency. And those emotional hits create dependency. People become overinformed, but undergrounded.
So people feel aware, but actually they're just overstimulated?
Exactly. Alert but anxious. Connected but disconnected from reality.
𝗠𝗏𝗻ist, you've said the news isn't reported, it's constructed. Break that down.
The news is a product, and the product is your attention. Fear cells, drama cells, stories are framed to pull emotions from you, not to inform you. Where your emotion goes, your attention follows. And attention equals profit.
So the real agenda is emotional control?
Absolutely. Emotions spread faster than logic, and they exploit that.
Tom, you said something powerful. The world isn't collapsing, the world on your phone is. Explain that.
When people binge negative news, their nervous system believes their life is falling apart. But check their real environment. Often nothing bad is happening. They're living inside the chaos on their phone, not the peace around their body.
So the doom is in the screen, not in reality?
90% of the time, yes.
Nero, why does this feel addictive? Why do people keep checking even when it stresses them?
Because it's adrenaline-based. You start craving the next emotional spike. What happened now? Who did what? The nervous system becomes hooked. People confuse stimulation with awareness. And that's when they lose their creation power.
Tom, give us the tools. How does someone break free from this media mind melt?
First, conscious consumption. Ask, what emotion is this headline trying to pull from me? Second, control inputs. Turn off notifications. No news first thing in the morning. Third, engage with your real environment. Your breath. Your senses. Nature. And then awareness rest. Pause and ask, is this actually happening around me right now? That question alone dissolves panic.
Nero, once someone breaks the addiction, what's next?
Build your inner newsroom. You decide what gets your attention. You choose the narrative you live by. Then strengthen your nervous system, silence, breathwork, journaling. When you unplug from noise, you reconnect to your awareness. Presence becomes the real signal.
And that wraps up tonight's session. Media Mindmelt news as narrative narcotic. Guard your attention. Choose your narrative. And remember, the real world is around you, not inside your screen. Don't forget, parenting programs raising robots, not rebels. November 23rd, 6 p.m. WAT. And also the Let's Gain, Vibe, and Spill Alpha daily at 7 a.m. WAT with Dr. Tom. Catch the recordings. Catch the wisdom. And remember, your sovereignty is your birthright.